What is up, y'all? So I just got back from the theaters from seeing the movie The Watchers, done by M. Night Shyamalan's daughter, Shauna Shyamalan. This was a movie that I was really anticipating to be good this year. So we're about to get into reviewing this. You guys know how it goes. It goes spoiler free in the beginning, then spoilers in the end. Before we get into the review, definitely smash the like button because it definitely helps, and make sure you're subscribed to the channel. So what is The Watchers? The movie takes place about, a young artist that gets stranded in an extensive immaculate forest in the western island, where after finding shelter, she becomes trapped alongside three strangers stalked by a mysterious creature each night. So to get into this, overall, I really did enjoy this movie. It blew me away. I didn't think it was going to be this good. It's been a while since I've been really invested in like each and every character in a movie. The Watchers does that for me. I was invested in Mina. That's the main character who plays the artist. And to get into it a little more, it seems like she's dealing with a lot when you first see the movie. It kicks up, and this movie does not waste any time. It gets straight to the goods, bro. And you're invested in this character. You're just trying to find out what's going on and everything with this character. It's very intriguing. You want to see what's going on and what's going to happen next. It doesn't feel too much like all-around horror movie. It just has a lot of different angles of it, but that's not a bad thing. But I would just want to see what happened next and everything with this. But all the characters were amazing. We had Dakota Fanning as Mina, Georgina Campbell as Sierra, Olwen Four as Madeline, and Oliver Finnegan as Daniel. And these are the ones that were trapped in the coop, is what they call it, in the woods, that the Watchers come and see them at night and everything. So they were all trapped together in the coop. They got to know each other and stuff like that. But man, this movie, I want to say, is beautiful. This is a beautiful movie, bro. Like I couldn't get over just seeing the woods and the leaves, the way the sky was cracking over the forest, the fogginess. Sometimes when it kind of goes to the sunset, it just looks real misty and everything. I really did like the movie. The cinematography, the wide shots of the forest, making it seem creepy and just infinite. It looked like these woods legit looked infinite when they were walking through and trying to figure things out. But even in the opening of this movie, it does not even waste time. It kind of starts to tell you what's going on immediately. It's been a while since I've seen a movie that just kind of picks up the ball and never drops it to the end. And that's what this movie did. It just got the ball rolling early. I love Mina's character. Like, I was invested. And she has like this parrot and everything, bro. It's funny. Some of the things that her and the parrot go through, and I thought it was funny. It was kind of, a little comedy there. It's cheesy and stuff like that. But man, for this to be a Shauna Shyamalan's first feature, this is insane. Like, she killed it, man. The score with the long violins, if that's what that was, the string instruments with the pianos following through with it, it just made a lot of things more tense and creepy. Even though these woods seemed infinite and big and wide, it was times where everything felt like it was closing in on you in scenes, like a claustrophobic feel. And it was a lot of stuff going on with this movie where some things didn't need to be explained, just because you just diving deep into the mythology of the Watchers and stuff. I think it would have made it creepier if they kind of pulled away from some things and just let us walk out the theater like, bro, what do you think that was? You don't get that feeling from this, because towards the end they start explaining things. But I mean, it was cool. It didn't ruin a movie for me. Pushing forward through everything, it definitely has like good pace, and it has great pace. And from the first act to the second to the third, nothing feels rushed. Everything feels, detailed and talked about, and everything feels like it was necessary at the moment. Nothing was misplaced. But it definitely does a good job at making things tense. You're wondering what's going on in the woods when you hear this noise or someone step on a branch, and who is the Watchers? You're like, bro, what is going on? And we get some glimpses of the Watchers, and when you do see it, it's definitely creepy as hell. This movie feels a little bit like A Quiet Place, like Stranger Things. It feels like a lot of things, like the TV show From. It's a lot of stuff that it feels like. But overall, this right here might be movie of the year for me, depending on how the other ones perform later this year. We got A Quiet Place Day 1 and things like that. So right now, this is very high on my list. To get into a spoilers review, guys, definitely if you haven't seen this, you should head out. So with the movie The Watchers, we're following the character Mina. She goes into the woods and she finds this place that's called the Coop, and it's three other survivors in there that's been dealing with the woods, the no return points and stuff like that. And she ends up being a part of that group because she gets stuck in this next side of the woods that has these creatures that come out called the Watchers. Now, I thought everything with this was crazy, like the twist, finding out the Watchers is actually duplicates of the survivors in the woods, the people that they took out, their victims. They're basically doppelgangers, but mixed with fairies, if that makes sense. But the whole thing was super cool and it was unique. Now, this does come from a book. This is based off a book from my knowledge, but it definitely has that Shyamalan feel to it for sure. But the twist, I'm gonna say the twist at the end, that was crazy. Finding out that basically Madeline was the wife to Killman. So the whole time she's playing it cool, and the Watchers, they morph into humans. They can morph into anything. They can look like us. So the whole time they're locked in the coop. They think that's safe. Whole time you're with one of the Watchers. Now, that was a crazy twist to me. I thought the movie was going to end, but it picks up with basically Mina going to the university to read into Killman and all the research he did, and now she finds out that Killman and Madeline was married. She approaches Kira's house, and when you sit here and think about it, that was just crazy because she thought that she was talking to Kira until she seen Kira pull up in a drive-through, and then it was like, wow, this is crazy. This is a Watcher. So the whole time the Watchers, we found out that the Watchers could leave the woods. The whole time we thought that the Watchers couldn't, but they could and everything, and we found out that they can morph and stuff like that. And when the craziest part for me was when they were in the coop and then they found like the underground bunker and they started reading the tapes. I love that part, how it was kind of explaining like the mythology and everything with it being ancient and how the fairies came about, and he was doing like research at the university. And same with Madeline, that was kind of a giveaway when she was like, hey, I kind of study this, I'm a teacher. I'm like, oh shit, something's telling me that this is going to be something with a twist, but I didn't see it coming because it really, when it came literally. But pushing forward, I definitely loved Mina's character, and the whole time she's like dealing with things where basically she's trying to be true to herself and get over what she went through with her twin sister. And it's like it's real deep because she has a twin sister. Mina has a twin sister. I think her name was Lucy, and she feels responsible for her mom's death in a car accident and stuff like that. And whole time how the Watchers are basically duplicates and doppelgangers. At the end, we see her reunite with her sister, so she's looking at herself whole time. I think it's another layer showing us like, damn, she's gonna have to deal with that for the rest of her life. She can't run away from her problems because she just dealt with her duplicate from the Watchers group, but now she's looking at her actual sister Lucy. So she's, you know, again reminded of stuff that happened in the woods and everything. Overall, I think the trauma and stuff definitely was a great attachment to the Mina character, because when she uses that against Dan, you remember that he kind of locks them out the bunker. It kind of shows she wasn't just an angry person. She had some innocence to her, but she had to reveal that so they can get closer. And I liked how they were getting closer and closer by the days, because you got no choice. If you're stranded out there and there's some shit out there, y'all got to stick together to defend yourselves. You got to get closer. But I like Daniel's character, Kira, Madeline. I still can't believe as Madeline is the old lady they got threw in the damn garbage bags from Texas Chainsaw. But Mina definitely was the MVP. Just looking at her being unsettled with herself, and we even see some stuff in the beginning where she has like multiple wigs, where she goes out and, you know, party and try to act like someone else. We found out she even lied and said her name was Caroline and said she did ballerina dance. The whole time she's an artist. She's like she wasn't comfortable in her own skin. But one thing I will say with the Watchers, like when they actually show like it was kind of creepy, like they were kind of like stretching out their bones and everything. But I thought it would be more creepy if the silhouette was just through the woods, almost like, you know how Quiet Place is and Stranger Things with the Demogorgons. They show them, but not as, they were like doing face shots at the end, showing how they morph and everything. Even with Madeline at the end, when they kind of show her morphing into herself back and forth, you know, through other people and humans in the story. But I thought it would have been cool. They would kind of panned back a little bit without showing too much. But overall, man, like I said, this is possibly movie of the year for me. I really did enjoy it. I might be on the island by myself. It's been a while since I had fun in a theater with a movie like this and just really been invested in it and stuff like that. Overall, if I had to rate The Watchers, I'm going to give this movie a 9 out of 10, bro. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10 because I really did enjoy The Watchers, man. Yes, it wasn't no problem with it for real. Only thing I can just complain about is they kind of started diving into like just the mythology and everything about the Watchers at the end. They could have left it alone and kind of made it just a little bit more secretive and just let you walk in the theater kind of asking your friend or something like, hey man, what'd you think about that? But we kind of got it explained to us so we know what's going on. But it did end off kind of telling us we might get a sequel to The Watcher. So I hope so. I'm invested in this now. I can't wait. Great job to Shyamalan. And comment down below, guys, what you think about The Watchers, man. I really did enjoy this. Unfortunately, this is the end of the video. I want y'all to hit me up on my social medias at ILIKESCARY on Instagram, ILIKESCARY_ on TikTok, Brandon Allen on Facebook, ILIKESCARY on Twitter, and yeah, you all right there where it says subscribe. Next to it, click join and become a member of the channel. And yeah, you all, I want you to watch some horror movies. Stay scary out there. I love you all. Peace. Until next time, y'all.